in these testing times, relationships are tested. Perhaps we are going through one such extraordinary phase at the moment. How do you see diplomacy being guided in the post-COVID era when we sail through these testing times?
I'm happy you asked this. In diplomacy, criticism is not a good strategy. You have to look at joint solutions that can be worked out and be acceptable to all stakeholders. And to me, with the outpouring of this enormous support to India in terms of supplies from all over the world, the biggest challenge that India is going to face now is how to receive, how to manage, how to distribute, how to effectively use that aid that is arriving in India. And that very often creates its own confusion and then sometimes leads to misunderstandings, not only between the supplying agencies and countries vis-a-vis the receiving countries and agencies, but also within the recipient countries, agencies, and various organs of the government. And I think challenge now would be for us to be fully prepared. And I think in that sense, if you allow me to say, I think each individual have a responsibility to not fall victim to this pandemic, take all protocol precautions, and not transmit to others in case one has fallen victim to such a thing. So I think it's a very, very different kind of a challenge that India is facing, as Ambassador Sajjanar just mentioned, probably first such challenge in 70 years. And therefore, it's also going to have enormous learning lessons as to how to address such challenges in future. Because if you look back 20 years, diseases spread has really become a major issue around the world, from Ebola to SARS to all other MERS and others, bird flu, H1N1. So, if you look at 20 years, the frequency of the disease spreading because of enormous connectivity around the world is something that has ended up here now in a pandemic which is really global. So lessons also will be learned from this as to how to reform our structure, how to reorganize our policies. India is the largest population on the planet, most likely, and I think any challenge that is healthcare related will be enormously impacting the whole world if it impacts India. So India impacted is also the whole world impacted in that sense.
That is where the role of the individuals, the role of the society becomes